Hello everyone and welcome to Mr.MoFranchise. It's weeks 14 and 15. Yes, you heard that right. We've got a bonus coverage video where we're going to have not one but two games in this video. We'll be taking on the Patriots and the Vikings. And you'll see why in just a moment. As far as the first game against the Patriots, I rolled a 14, so I will be playing an 8-minute quarter game. And I rolled a 1, so I will be starting the game in the first quarter. As far as the effect of winning or losing this game, I rolled a 4, so this is going to affect my approval with the media by a plus 15 or a minus 15. As far as scouting goes this week, I rolled a 9, so I will be getting to spend 180 of my scouting points during scouting this week. And for the random event, and here's why we have a doubleheader this week. This week's game is going to be simulated. During the week, as the head coach, you decide to spend more time with one of your coordinators to prepare for the simulation. Select either the offensive or defensive coordinator. Simulate the game. If you win the game, the selected coordinator increases by 1 level. If you lose the game, the selected coordinator decreases by a level. I decided to go with the offensive coordinator. My defensive coordinator is already up to an A+, so I want to keep that person right where he's at. But my offensive coordinator, Mendoza, right now he's at a C-, so I'd like to see him try to get better. So that is why I'm going with him. All right, so we take a look at the Patriots against the Jaguars. The Jaguars actually a slight favorite by Vegas, a 1-point favorite. Good to see that for these Jaguars. So remember, this game is going to be simulated. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simulate the first 3 quarters at full speed. And then when we get to the fourth quarter, if the game is still close, I'm going to slow it down and maybe go at a more normal speed. So let's just go to fast speed here and simulate the first quarter. The Jaguars get out to the early 7-0 lead and then the early 10-0 lead. Great start for the Jaguars here against the Patriots. In the second quarter, we extend our lead to 17-0, but then the Patriots score 14 unanswered. And going into halftime, the Jaguars are clean to a 3-point lead. Jaguars extend their lead to a 10-point lead and then a 13-point lead going into the fourth quarter. And because I think this is close, I'm going to slow things down. And we're going to go play-by-play here in the fourth quarter as the Patriots have shown an opportunity to make this close. So we have a 6-point lead with 6:32 left to go in the game. Good to see giving the ball to Kyle Hill there for another 5-yard gain. And another 5-yard gain for Kyle Hill. Makes it 3rd and 1. So Hill will stop there, so we are going to have to punt. No, we go for it on 4th down. Excellent to see that. 3rd down and 6. A pass down to Laviska Shenault for 11 yards. Another 11-yard pass to Chris Olave. 1-yard run for Kyle Hill. Let's see if we can put that in the end zone. We do a touchdown pass to Kyle Pitts. And we go for 2 and get that to Chris Olave. So now we have a 14-point lead with 3:22 to go. That makes the lead a little bit safer. But as you can see, the Patriots, led by Dak Prescott at this time, are marching down the field rather quickly. In fact, I'm a little nervous. A 42-yard touchdown pass to Sony Michel, and just like that, the Patriots have cut this down to a 1-score game with 2:27 to go. And it looks like the Jaguars are going to have to try to do their best to run out the clock. That's a good start. 6-yard run there for Kyle Hill. 3-yard run by Marlon Mack. There's a 15-yard pass from Trey Lance to our fullback, Jamari Peacock. And now it's time to be thinking about running out that clock simulation. And we're still passing. I don't know why. There's the kneel down for the Jaguars. And there it is. The Jacksonville Jaguars have won this game, and Coach Mo is ecstatic. The fist pump, and the Patriots fall to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who now have won 3 games in a row to come back for a 6-7 record. We were 3-7 and things look dire. Now all of a sudden we are 6-7. Let's take a look at the end of the game stats. Trey Lance had a 17 for 27 today, 153 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That's still a good ratio of 3-1. We'll take that. Kyle Hill had a good game on the ground, 17 carries for 95 yards and 1 touchdown. Good to see that from Kyle Hill. Marlon Mack threw in 28 yards on 7 carries. As far as receiving goes, Kyle Pitts, 2 touchdowns today, 5 receptions for 38 yards. Fantastic job by Kyle Pitts. Really having a good connection there with our quarterback. And then you see some other receptions there. A whole sprinkling of people getting 3 catches, 2 catches. Just spreading the ball around. Doing a great job. The Jaguars offense is spreading it around, getting everyone involved. And what a victory today. As far as on defense, this is a shining moment here. We've got 4 people with 6 tackles, including Charvarius Ward, Le'Veon Chason, the Shack Attack, Shaquille Quarterman, and Nick Bolton. And then you also look at interceptions. Shaquille Quarterman not only had 6 tackles, but he also had 2 interceptions, which is why he got player of the game. And Nick Bolton threw in 6 tackles as well. And then a handful of players had 4 tackles, including Trevor Williams and other people. But look at this. DeMonte Casey had 2 interceptions, as did Shaquille Quarterman. We had 4 interceptions on the day, 2 by Shaquille Quarterman and 2 by DeMonte Casey. Looking at upgrades, Charvarius Ward's going to get an upgrade, and he's going to get a point in man-to-man coverage, because that is what our defensive backs coach is, and that's going to bump him up to an 82. Our captain goes up 3 in awareness, 1 in man coverage, and 1 in tackling. Good to see that 3 in awareness for Charvarius Ward. And then Kylan Hill, our rookie running back, is going to go up a point in elusive back, because that is what our halfbacks coach is. And he is going to move from a 77 up to a 78. And what you'd like to see here is 1 in acceleration, 1 in awareness, 1 in juke move, 1 in spin move, but more importantly, 1 in speed. And let's take a look at that. That means his speed is now up to a 92. Great to see Kylan Hill improving in his speed. And then our cornerstone on the line, Creed Humphrey, he's going to move up 1 in pass coverage. And that's going to move up to a 76. He gets 1 in awareness, 1 in pass block finesse, but more importantly, 2 in strength. That is an incredible jump for Creed Humphrey. And let's take a look at that, how it affects him. That moves him up to 92 strength overall, and he's already, as a rookie, the 21st best center in the league. Fantastic. And now we go to weekly awards, and as we mentioned, Shaquille Quarterman gets 8th FC Defensive Player of the Week with his 6 tackles, but more importantly, not 1, but 2 interceptions on the day for the Shack Attack, Shaquille Quarterman. Congratulations, Shaquille Quarterman, our first Player of the Week on offense or defense. And now we look to advance the week. But before we do, let's take a look at the standings. And yes, you are not wrong. When you look at the standings here in the AFC South, it is the Jacksonville Jaguars tied for first with the Texans at a 6-7 record. Hard to believe 4 weeks ago when we were 3-7. And the Colts are not too far behind at 5-7-1. So there you have the update on that. And not only was the victory important to get us to a tie for first, but also, don't forget, the simulation game plan meant that we get to move up our offensive coordinator Mendoza from a C- to a C. Great news there. And as far as our head coach approval ratings go with the media, we're jumping up 15 points to a 67. So that concludes that week. We're moving on to the next week. And how long will this week's game be against the Vikings? Well, I rolled a 17. So I will be playing a 9-minute full play, and it'll have a 25-second rundown clock. As far as the effect of winning or losing this all-important game against the Vikings, I rolled a 2. So this is going to be a plus or minus 5 for the fan approval. And as far as scouting goes this week, I rolled a 6, so I will be spending 150 points of the scouting points this week. And for this week's random event, it says pumping iron. During this week of practice, 2 of your backup linemen greatly benefited from the workout provided by the strength and conditioning coordinator. Randomly roll to see which 2 players, then separately roll for each player to see the improvement they made in strength. Well, my strength and conditioning coach, Oliver, is rated as a D-. The 2 random players were Casey McDermott, my backup left guard, and Marcus Martin, my backup center. Both players went up 1 point in strength. Alright, so let's take a look at contract negotiations this week. We only have a handful, and they're not very impactful. It is both Casey McDermott and Marcus Martin. You might remember them. They were both people who did some strength training with our strength and conditioning coach, and I am not going to be signing either one, as they are not high enough for this team. I wish them well as they have their improved strength moving on to a different club. So here we go. Jacksonville against Minnesota. The Jaguars have won 3 in a row to get back to a 6-7 record, trying to claw back into the playoffs. Let's pick up the action here in Minnesota. Kickoff begins now. Vikings take the ball in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. And out comes the quarterback for the Vikings, Kirk Cousins. 23 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Over 3,000 yards passing this year for Kirk Cousins. 1st and 10. Single back, shotgun formation. Kirk Cousins sends a man in motion. It's going to be a fake to the end around and a handoff to number 33, Dalvin Cook. But it looks like Dalvin Cook is hurt on the first play. This would be a devastating event for the Vikings offense if they lose one of the more exciting players in the NFL, Dalvin Cook, and he's going to go into the locker room. I believe that means their backup is Alexander Madison, and he'll get a majority of the snaps for the rest of the time until we get a report on Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins completes a 21-yard pass here. That is Tajay Sharp. Nice completion there by Mr. Cousins. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Play action. Going deep, and he has the receiver. Once again, that is Tajay Sharp. And the Vikings are on the move. Handoff to Alexander Madison. And he's going to bowl forward for a gain of 9. His first carry of the day is a good one. Vikings offense is in full gear right now. Hand off to Madison again. He's got a 1st down and more. He's going to take this down, breaking tackles all the way down to the 11. He's got 2 rushes for 22 yards. Maybe the loss of Dalvin Cook isn't going to hurt the Vikings as much as we thought. 1st and 10 from the 11. Empty backfield. Cousins back to pass, and he's got a touchdown. And the Vikings make quick work on this first possession. That is the number 84, Irv Smith Jr., their tight end. After the extra point, the Jaguars get the ball. Ryan Robinson Jr. takes it out at the 8-yard line and brings it back to the 30. And that is where the Jaguars will start their first possession. Trey Lance on the season. 16 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. And he's close to 3,000 yards as well. He'll eclipse that mark at the end of this game. 1st and 10. Hand off to Kylan Hill. Picks up a handful. Let's take a look at the offensive line that Kylan Hill was running behind there. Here we see this young line that is getting better as the year is going on. A lot of growing still to go. And of course the aforementioned Kylan Hill and DJ Chark. 2nd down and 8. Trey Lance under center. Sends a man in motion. Pitch to the right. Kylan Hill has some space, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 5. Let's take a look at that Vikings defense that just brought him down. The front 3, led by Everson Griffin. And in the middle, Anthony Barr, leading a capable set of linebackers. And you cannot forget about Harrison Smith, the strong safety. He can put a bruising, punishing hit on any person that dares come across the middle. 3rd down and 5 for the Jaguars. Trey Lance back to pass. He sees a man across the middle, and that is going to be dropped by Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts usually has those catches. Unfortunately, he doesn't, so that's going to be a punt and a 3-and-out for the Jaguars on their first possession. Not a good look for the Jaguars here today. They give up an opening drive touchdown and then a 3-and-out on offense. Charvarius Ward on the tackle there. Nice tackle in the punt coverage. And that gives the Vikings 1st and 10 from the 17. Cousins out of center. He's going to hand it off to Madison. And Madison picks up a gain of 11, and that's going to be another 1st down. For Cousins, empty backfield. 5 receiver set. Cousins back to pass. Scanning. Going across the middle. And a wide open Irv Smith Jr. No one was in 5 yards of that man. And what is happening to the Jaguars defense? Right now they look dazed and confused. Play action on 1st and 10. The Vikings are going deep, and that is going to be incomplete. Cousins went deep looking for the home run. And let's take a look at that Vikings offense. It's out to a great start. Anchored by the left tackle, the rookie Penei Sewell, and the skill position players Adam Thielen. And, of course, Dalvin Cook is hurt right now, so they are using the services of Madison at the running back position. 2nd and 10. Dump off to number 84 for the Vikings, Irv Smith Jr. He's been very active in this first quarter. And let's take a look at the Jaguars defense. Taven Bryan had a good game last game. And, of course, the Shaq attack, Shaquille Quarterman. And in the secondary, led by C.J. Henderson and Trevor Williams. 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. It's going to be a play action on the handoff and a throwaway by Kirk Cousins. There is a penalty flag. It's going to be a holding. This will be an interesting call for Coach Mo. That was on Riley Reif. Do you make the Vikings kick the long field goal? They are. So Coach Mo declines the penalty. This is going to be a 55-yard field goal attempt by Dustin Hopkins. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Coach Mo made a risky call there, and that is going to work out. And now the Jaguars have good field position at the 45. Play action from Trey Lance. Looking, and he is going to be brought down on the sack. That is Danielle Hunter on that sack, and that's going to give the Jaguars a 2nd and long. Trey Lance back to pass. Screen pass. And he was hurried and incomplete, and Trey Lance starts this game off 0 for 2. 3rd and long for the Jaguars. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It's been a disaster so far. And let the disaster continue, as that is an interception by the Vikings. That is number 54, Eric Kendricks, the middle linebacker for the Vikings, and he made a very athletic interception here. And this first quarter went from bad to worse for the Jaguars. Let's watch the replay. Trey Lance really forced that ball, trying to get that to DJ Chark, and he wasn't open, but still that is an excellent catch. Your helmet has to be off for that catch by Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings continue their dominance. First down, they pick up a 2, so you have a 2nd down and 8 after that run play. Quick bubble screen out to the receiver. That was number 85 for the Vikings. For a loss of 1, that's going to make it 3rd down and 9. Cousins back to pass, looking, and he has a man open downfield, but it is dropped. It looked like the receiver had it. That was number 18, Justin Jefferson. Let's watch the replay. It looked like Jefferson had it right here, but then the ball was punched out. Right here, let's watch the replay. Ronnie Harrison comes in with his left arm and just punches the ball out. Fantastic play there by Ronnie Harrison. And the Jaguars definitely need that, as the Vikings had all the momentum. And after that kick is down to the 11, that's where we'll start this series. Trey Lance out of the shotgun. It's going to be a draw play to Kylan Hill, who picks up a couple yards, but it looks like he was brought down by the face mask. And maybe that'll help the Jaguars with some momentum. That's 15 very necessary yards. That was against Tim Jernigan. And the Jaguars will take that. Thank you very much. 1st and 10 from the 27. Hand off to Kylan Hill on the counter. A pickup of maybe 1. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 9. Trey Lance back to pass. Rolling out, and he is going to be brought down. Once again, Danielle Hunter on his 2nd sack of the first quarter. And the Jaguars continue to suffer from sacks given up by the right tackle, Alard Jackson, who is really struggling in his rookie season. There's a 1st down, though, to Kyle Pitts on 3rd and 20. An incredible completion there for the Jaguars. And now they're going to go to the hurry-up to try to pick up the pace a little bit. Lance just gets rid of it before he was sacked again by Danielle Hunter. And that dump off may be a loss of 3, but it might have saved Trey Lance's life. 2nd down and 13. Pressured again and brought down by the Vikings. This time the Vikings brought pressure, and this was Everson Griffin on the sack. And he just beat Daniil Hunter on that. It's going to be 3rd down and 20. Trey Lance throws, and that is almost intercepted by the Vikings. The Jaguars avoid disaster, and they will be forced to punt. Logan Cook kicks this down to the 15-yard line, where it is going to be brought back by number 25, Alexander Madison, who's now serving double duties as both the starting running back and the punt returner.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And the horrible play continues for the Jaguars as they are offsides. That is Clayton Chason. And that gives the Vikings a 1st down and 5. As we approach the end of the first quarter, there's a slant pass across for the 1st down. Nice pass there from Kirk Cousins to Adam Thielen. First time I believe we've called his name. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter with the Vikings leading 7-0. Picking up the action here in the second quarter. The Vikings hand it off to Madison. He picks up a 1st down, breaks a couple of tackles. Excuse me, he didn't pick up the 1st down, but he did pick up 5 yards. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 5. Hand off again to Madison. And he picks up another gain of a couple yards, which will cut that to 3rd and 2. Hand off to Madison. And no, he is brought down. Fantastic penetration there by the Jaguars defense. That was DeMonte KZ who came in and really stopped that play before it got started. And the Jaguars defense holds. Brian Robinson from the 5 takes it to the 10, to the 20, and that's where the Jaguars will start at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. Let's see if the Jaguars can get some semblance of offense going. Kyle Hill on the stretch play. He's got a 1st down. Nice juke there. No, he didn't quite get the first, but he did get 9.5 yards, and that's going to make it 2nd down and short. Kyle Hill gets the ball again, and he is not going to get the 1st down. In fact, he might have actually lost a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 2. Hand off to Kyle Hill, and he does get the 1st down. Thank goodness, this offense needs some semblance of flow. 1st and 10 from the 31. Chark in motion. Chark around the end. He's got a 1st down, and he's got lots of room. Out to the 40. Let's make it the 50-yard line. That's a 19-yard rush by DJ Chark. That's been a play that has served the Jaguars very well this year. When they need some excitement, get it to your playmakers. And so after that play, 1st down, Jamari Peacock gets nothing on the fullback run. And here we see a pass across the middle to DJ Chark on the slant, and he picks up 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 1. Hand off to Kyle Hill, and he does get the 1st down, and we have another flag. Is this a holding or a face mask? Another face mask by the Vikings, who are letting the Jaguars crawl back into this game. This one's on Eric Kendricks, and that's going to give the Jaguars 1st and 10 from the 21. There's a pass to Kyle Pitts, who picks up 4 yards. That's going to make it 2nd down and 6, as we are under 5 minutes in the second quarter. Pitch to the left. Kyle Hill has maybe a 2-yard gain. And let's call this 3rd and 4. Single back. Trey Lance under center. Back to pass. Going end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown to DJ Chark! And it looks like they're doing the 1-2-3 count on the wrestling move. Gotta love those Jaguar celebrations. What a throw from Trey Lance. Threads the needle there to DJ Chark. And the Jaguars claw back into this game with the extra point. No, it's blocked. The Vikings blocked the extra point, and the Jaguars will not tie the game. Isn't that how this game has gone so far for the most part? Unbelievable. I want to say that's our first blocked extra point of the year. The Vikings came in. That was number 27 for the Vikings, who came in and made an extremely athletic move. And that will secure the Vikings lead 7-6. As we are under 4.5 minutes to play here in the first half. All right, Kirk Cousins out to the touchback from the 25. Let's see if the Vikings can respond. No! Kirk Cousins is brought down The Shack Attack. Shaquille Quarterman on the blitz. Good to see the Jaguars get some pressure on Kirk Cousins. That's going to make it second down and 17. Cousins back to pass. Cousins going to throw it across the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. That is Adam Thielen on a 27-yard reception. And the Vikings have 1st and 10 now from the 45. Cousins back to pass on 1st down. He's just going to dump that off in the flat to number 25, Alexander Madison. And he's actually going to lose 3 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 13. Play action to Madison. Cousins dumps it off to number 11, Tajay Sharp. He picks up a nice gain there of about 8 yards, maybe 10. 8 to 10. Let's call it 3rd and 3. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark here in the first half. Whoa, an open field tackle there by number 36 for the Jaguars. That's an outstanding tackle there by Ronnie Harrison, who's having a fantastic game. Stopping the Vikings drive and letting the Jaguars have the ball back. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Fake the end around to the receiver. Kylan Hill has it, and he makes a juke move and picks up a 1st down at the 2-minute warning. Jaguars showing a little bit more signs of life here at the end of the second quarter. Let's see if they can take the lead. It's actually going to be 2nd and inches. And Marlon Mack in the game checks in there for Kylan Hill, and he picks up the 1st down, getting those tough interior yards. That's going to make it 1st and 10. And they try the wide receiver end around there again to DJ Chark, and that is not going to get anywhere. 2nd and 12. They went to the well maybe one too many times on that play. 2nd and 12. Lance back to pass. He's got Chris Olave across the middle. That's the first time we've called out his name today. And a timeout is called with 1:10 to go. It's now 3rd and 8. Lance back to pass. And he is going to dump that to Jamari Peacock, who is going to be a yard short. Coach Mo decides it's too risky to go for it, and they are going to send out the punt team. Logan Cook is going to send this ball all the way to the 23-yard line, where Charvarius Ward makes a fantastic open field tackle on Madison. And so the Vikings will have less than a minute to go with 1 timeout. Can they make something happen? Kirk Cousins is trying to scramble out, and he is going to be brought down on the sack. The Jaguars brought pressure there, and it did come through. That was Devon Hamilton on that sack. They're going to hand this ball off to Madison, who picks up a couple yards. And now the Jaguars call timeout as they want to get the ball back. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Let's see if the Jaguars can stop the big gain here. They do. Madison's brought down at the 23. And the Jaguars will call a timeout, but it's an injury timeout. Levi Wallace is down for them. He is their dime corner man, and he is on the sidelines. He doesn't look serious, but he definitely looked frustrated. So that's the last time out for the Jaguars. Vikings will punt. And Brian Robinson's going to take it at the 25, bring it to the 30, 35, 40. Nice return back to the 47-yard line there for Brian Robinson Jr. One of the better special teams plays for the Jaguars today. So they've got the ball basically midfield. No timeouts, 30 seconds. Here's a dump off to Colin Johnson, who looks like he's hit out of bounds. And the Vikings are going to gift wrap another personal foul. That's 2 face masks, and now unnecessary roughness. Harrison Smith, he's a high-energy player, but he hit him a little bit out of bounds. Good news is it looks like Wallace is not going to be hurt severely, so we'll probably see Levi back in the game at some point. Lance with 25 seconds left. Scrambles, throws it out to Chris Olave, who makes another catch down to the 13-yard line. Excellent job there by Olave getting out of bounds. And the Jaguars have it at the 13 with no timeouts remaining. 1st and 10. Lance back to pass. And that is a touchdown! DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the half. And the salute and the celebration. Trey Lance once again threads the needle. And DJ Chark is brought down hard on the tackle. That was Holton Hill on the tackle. And really, that's tight coverage. But Trey Lance just throws it right where Holton Hill couldn't get it. And then Hill brings him down hard, but it's too late. And DJ Chark gives the Jaguars the 12-7 lead. This time the extra point is not blocked. And just like that, these resilient Jaguars, who didn't look like they were even here mentally when the game started, now have a 13-7 lead. The Vikings go play action, and the Vikings are going to be sacked. Kirk Cousins goes down. Josh Allen takes down Kirk Cousins to the turf. And that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Let's look at the stats. The Vikings lead in passing, but the Jaguars had the lead. Let's look around other action in the NFL. In Chicago, where the Colts are winning right now, 10-7. Rookie quarterback Morgan is 6 of 8 for 50 yards, but he's leading his team right now to a first place in the AFC South. Moving on to Philadelphia and Washington, and it is Carson Wentz all over the rookie quarterback Josh Fields as the Redskins continue to struggle this year under his rookie campaign. In Tennessee, we've got Baltimore and Tennessee, and the Ravens at 12-1 are getting, you're seeing this right, Trevor Lawrence is leading the Titans to a 21-0 lead over the 12-1 Baltimore Ravens. Good for you, Trevor Lawrence. Let's start the second half with Brian Robinson bringing this ball out to the 20, to the 25. And that's where the Jaguars will start the second half, 13-7. Trey Lance sends DJ Chark in motion. Back to pass. Trey Lance throws, and that is going to be thrown to Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts with a 15-yard reception there and a first down. Good look there by Trey Lance. On 1st and 10, a pass to Josh Oliver, and he is pummeled, and he fumbles, and the Vikings recover. Michael Pierce on the fumble recovery. Let's watch the replay and see why the ball was dislodged. Josh Oliver has it, and then he is treated like a rag doll. Let's watch the replay one more time. He comes across the middle, and then boom! The pummeling hit from the captain of the Vikings, Harrison Smith, who plays hard and physical. And the Vikings have the ball back just like that. 1st and 10, draw play to Madison. He picks up 6 yards. He's been a nice replacement for Dalvin Cook so far today. Draw play once again to Madison, and he's got a first down, showing some nifty moves there as he takes it down to the 31-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass. Across the middle to number 18, Adam Thielen. That's going to be a pickup of 6 yards. And the Vikings offense looks good right now. Short gain there for Madison. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Vikings are going with a lot of this empty backfield look so far today. Let's see if the Jaguars can stop them. Nope, they cannot. And that is a first down catch by Irv Smith Jr. I want to say that's his 5th catch of the day. Yep, it is. 5 receptions for 89 yards. And it's 1st and 10. Very short gain there on first down on the run play. In fact, there might even be, that's a yard loss by C.J. Ham, their fullback. 2nd and 11. Run play. And that is going to be a first down by C.J. Ham, the Vikings fullback. And it's 1st and goal from the 1. As it appears this turnover is going to cost the Jaguars. Well done by the up front big hogs there. That's going to make it 2nd and goal as Madison is unable to get some yardage. In fact, he loses a yard. 2nd down and goal, and he picks up the yard that he lost previously. And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. Can the Jaguars hold? What a big boost this would be. Cousins back to pass. He's got a man on the slant, and that's going to be a touchdown to Adam Thielen. The slant play works really well at Madden when you're down the goal line there. And after the extra point, the Vikings take the 1-point lead. Ryan Robinson Jr. is going to let this go. And so that is going to be a touchback, and that's where we'll pick up 1st and 10. Trey Lance back to pass. a slant play of their own to Chris Olave, and that is a first down. And it looks like the Jaguars are going to go to the hurry up, try to pick up the pace. Trey Lance calling out the play. Looks like he is making an audible here. 1st and 10. Lance scrambling out to the left side. He throws it deep, and that is going to be incomplete. He had single coverage for DJ Chark, but he just couldn't quite make the throw, and it's 2nd and 10. Trey Lance back to pass again. He's going to throw that to DJ Chark, who makes a nice little move there, and that is an 18-yard completion for a first down. And DJ Chark now has over 750 yards of receptions on the year. Draw play, Kylan Hill. That's going to be a loss of 4. Vikings sniff that out right away. 2nd and 14 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Lance back to pass. He throws it. It's off a helmet. And the Vikings get another interception. Unbelievable. Anthony Barr, one of the captains of the defense, makes that interception. And the Jacksonville Jaguars interception woes continue. I don't know if you can blame Trey Lance on this one, but let's watch the replay. He throws it low, and it bounces off the helmet. Yes, you saw that right. It bounced off the helmet of the center, Creed Humphrey. And the Vikings, Anthony Barr had the wherewithal to get the tipped pass. You don't see that every day. And the Vikings take back over as Madison gets his 15th carry of the day. And he picks up 1 yard. Let's make it 2nd and 9. There's a pass to number 84 for the Vikings. That's Irv Smith with his 6th catch of the day. Cousins has 15 completions, and 6 of them have gone to the tight end. And it's 3rd and 5. And that pass is to Irv Smith, but he is going to be brought down with an outstanding tackle to keep Smith from getting the first down, and the Vikings will punt. And the Jaguars defense holds after the turnover. They've had to do that a lot today. So Trey Lance gets the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 23. Under 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. That screen play did not work out very well for the Jaguars. In fact, they're going to lose 2. Alert play there by Eric Kendricks, and it's going to be 2nd down and 12. Lance back to pass, and that is almost intercepted. He tried to force that to Kyle Pitts, and it was not to be, but thank goodness it was not an interception. 3rd and 12 for Trey Lance. In the shotgun, sees his man across the middle. That is Kyle Pitts on one of his favorite routes. The Vikings somehow left that open, and now Trey Lance has his team moving a little bit here. Hand up to Kylan Hill, who was brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent tackle there by number 42, Ben Gideon, the right outside linebacker for the Vikings. 2nd and 13. That passes to Laviska Shenault, who keeps hold of the ball, doesn't fumble it after the hard hit by Harrison Smith. Very important that he held onto the ball there, and that gives the Jaguars a 1st and 10 as we start the 4th quarter. Trey Lance back to pass, just gets rid of it. Laviska Shenault on another catch. How did Trey Lance get rid of that? He did, and we have a 1st and 10 now as the Jaguars are in field goal range. Lance back to pass, throws that off to Kyle Pitts. A 4-yard gain, more importantly, not a sack. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 6. Hand up to Kyle Hill on the stretch play. He's got a 1st down. He's got the juke move, and he's down to the 3-yard line. Let's call it the 2, and it's 1st and goal from the 2. Great run play there by the Jaguars. Excellent blocking. Kyle Hill on the counter. He actually loses 2 yards, and it's going to make it 2nd down and 4. Kylan Hill, 14 carries today, only 47 yards. It's been a tough day for Kylan Hill. 2nd and goal, and this time Trey Lance is brought down on the sack. Anthony Barr with his 1st sack of the day. He's had a great game already. An interception and now a sack. And that means it's 3rd and goal from the 8. Lance back to pass, and that is going to be knocked down. Once again, he tried to force that, and that brings in Matthew McCrane for the 25-yard field goal. And it is good. So with 6:35 to play, the Jaguars take the 16-14 lead. After the ensuing kickoff was a touchback, we'll pick it up right there at the 25. 1st and 10, Cousins back to pass. And he looks to get that out to his tight end, Irv Smith, who has, I believe, his 7th catch of the day for a pickup of 4. I believe that's his 8th catch of the day. Cousins back to pass. He's got number 11, Tajay Sharp. And that is a first down. Kirk Cousins has looked very good today. His team is trailing by 2, but it's not Kirk Cousins' fault. He's had a great game. 1st and 10, Cousins taking lots of time. Lots of time. Here comes the pressure, and he is finally brought down. Taven Bryant called that a coverage sack. Jaguars did a great job downfield, not giving Cousins anyone to throw to, and that's going to make it 2nd down and 16. Cousins back to pass, and he is going to be brought down again by Taven Bryan. Back-to-back sacks. Taven Bryan coming through for the Jaguars defense, and now it's 3rd and a long way. And that is going to be an incomplete pass, and the Jaguars defense does their job. They're going to get this ball back with under 5 minutes to play. Let's see if the offense could work the clock a little bit. Brian Robinson at the 15, to the 20, 25, and let's call it the 26-yard line. All right, Jaguars, you're up by 2. Let's see if we can work some clock here. 1st and 10, Trey Lance back to pass, and he is going to be brought down on the sack. That's the Neil Hunter with his 3rd sack of the day. And once again, Alaric Jackson looking like the rookie that he is. 2nd and 18. There's a pass to Kyle Pitts, who has the first down. That is a 19-yard reception. And more importantly, a big first down for the Jaguars. Pitch to the left. Kyle Hill has some room. He's got a first down. Excellent blocking there by the Jaguars on the left side. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 with 3:30 to go as the Jaguars work the clock. I formation. Trey Lance takes it down to 1 second. Hand off to Kyle Hill. And he is going to be boomsticked by Harrison Smith trying to dislodge the ball. Kyle Hill held on. Under 3 minutes to play. 2nd down and 9. Receiver in motion. Trey Lance fakes it and throws it. And that is going to be intercepted. Not another one. Intercepted by number 21, Mike Hughes. It looks like Trey Lance had a receiver. Oh, and DJ Chark is hurt. The news gets even worse. The Jaguars went with play action, and it looked like Lance had a man open, but that missed throw. Not only is DJ Chark hurt, but the Jaguars' chances of winning have also been affected. And the Vikings now have the ball back with 2.5 minutes to play, only down by a field goal. And that would give them the lead because of the missed extra point due to the block. Good news, DJ Chark has an upper arm bruise. He will be back soon. That is good news for the Jaguars. The bad news, the Vikings are already in field goal range. There's a pass completion on the slant route to number 18, Justin Jefferson. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. With the Jaguars up by 2, but the Vikings are driving. Hand off to Madison. He maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to make it 3rd down and 4. 1:56 to go as the Jaguars call timeout. Cousins back to pass on 3rd and 4, and that is going to be a missed tackle, and Madison has it, and he's going to score! Horrible tackling by the Jaguars, including one by me, not running the controller very well. And the Jaguars are going to kick the extra point, and that's going to give them the 5-point lead with 1:50 to go. And just like that, the Jaguars' playoff hopes are starting to run out as they're down by 5. The good news is they do have 2 timeouts remaining. Brian Robinson from the 2-yard line is going to bring that out. A good return back to the 33-yard line. So, Trey Lance, you've thrown several picks this game. Can you come out and put those aside and focus on the task at hand? A touchdown would give your team the lead. 1:46 and 2 timeouts. Let's see what Trey Lance and the Jaguars can do. Kyle Hill's going to be brought to the right side. I'm guessing to block Neil Hunter. Pass across the middle, and that is going to be caught and dropped. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 10. That'd be a tough catch, but that's a catch you need if you're going to come back. 2nd and 10. Trey Lance. He throws, and that is going to be caught by Chris Olave. Huge catch there. The clock is running. The Jaguars are in hurry up. Trey Lance is going to move his receivers to the other side as he calls a different play. We're down to 1:15 and counting. Trey Lance on the screen. Kylan Hill has some blockers. Makes a move. That's a pickup of, let's call it 6 yards. Under a minute now, 2nd and 4. Jaguars choose not to use a timeout yet. Lance back to pass. He's going to throw. That is caught. No, it's dropped. It's dropped by Kylan Hill out of the backfield, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 4. Lance back to pass, and that is going to be caught and dropped. DJ Chark had it and dropped it, and that means it's 4th and 4. The season on the line here for the Jaguars. Lance back to pass. He's got a man open. Laviska Shenault misses a tackle. He's got it to the 10, the 5, and it's down to the 1. 37 seconds to go. Laviska Shenault. Clutch catch on 4th and 4, and he takes it down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1. 37 seconds to go. I formation. It's going to be a quarterback sneak, and Trey Lance he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trey Lance. Watching the replay from overhead, look at Trey Lance. He moves and grooves. He spins, and he wins. Touchdown. And the Jaguars are going to go for 2. Up by 1. What determination by Trey Lance in the quarterback sneak. Trey Lance back to pass. Looking end zone, and that is going to be intercepted by number 53 for the Vikings. That was Alex Ogletree. Fortunately, the Jaguars tackled him because that could have been 2 points the other way for the Vikings. That would have been a crushing way to lose this game. However, did the Jaguars score too quickly? Can you believe I'm saying that? But there's 34 seconds left, and the Jaguars have left the Vikings with all 3 of their timeouts left. So let's see if Kirk Cousins can take the Vikings down to a field goal. Kirk Cousins is sacked on the play-action pass. Not sure play-action is the right call there. And that makes it 2nd down and 15 as the Vikings do burn a timeout. 30 seconds to go. Cousins back to pass. Throws it across the middle. He's got a man open. That is Tajay Sharp with a huge reception there, and the Vikings have it already down to the 45-yard line. 24 seconds. Kirk Cousins looking, scrambling out to the left, finding time, and he does throw it away. That was a wise decision. 17 seconds to go. What range does Dustin Hopkins need? There we see. 17 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Cousins, play action. He throws it, and that is going to be dropped. Dropped by Adam Thielen, and that's going to give the Vikings 3rd and 10. Cousins looking. 5 seconds, and a sack! A sack by the Jaguars! A huge sack. And the Vikings are down to their last play. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, final play. It's up, and it is. It doesn't matter. It's not in the end zone. The Jaguars win 22-21. Their 4th win in a row. The 3-7 Jaguars are now the 7-7 Jaguars, despite 4 turnovers. They outgained the Vikings in both passing and rushing. And even though they turned the ball over 4 times, 3 interceptions and a fumble, somehow the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to come out of this game with a 22-21 victory. Think about this. In the last 4 games, they've won in overtime by 3. They've won 18-17, and now they win 22-21. Unbelievable. Let's look at the stats. Trey Lance, 292 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You know, one of those was off the helmet, but still, Trey Lance leads the team to victory. Rushing, Kylan Hill, 16 rushes for 67 yards. DJ Chark threw in 17 yards on 2 runs. And don't forget the huge quarterback sneak by Trey Lance, who used several spin moves to get into the end zone. Raw determination. Kyle Pitts led the way with 6 receptions today for 89 yards. And DJ Chark, 2 first-half touchdown receptions for 4 catches for 59 yards. 2 of those being touchdown grabs. You can't forget the work that Kyle Pitts did across the middle today, and DJ Chark in the end zone for the Jaguars. Also, Chris Olave, 4 catches for 46 yards. Laviska Shenault had 3 catches for 78 yards, including that big 4th down play. On defense, Taven Bryan, 8 total tackles, 3 sacks on the day. Taven Bryan clearly the defensive star today for the Jaguars. Let's also not forget the contributions done by Trevor Williams, who had 7 tackles, as did Shaquille Quarterman and Nick Bolton. Also, other Jaguars threw in tackles. C.J. Henderson threw in 5, as did several other people, including Ronnie Harrison and Levi Wallace. As far as upgrades go, Ronnie Harrison gets an upgrade in the hybrid, and that's going to bump him up to a 75. He had a very good game today. He gets 3 awareness and 1 zone coverage. And finally, Alard Jackson. Yeah, he's been learning a lot this year. He's been abused. He needs that +1 pass protection, as he gets +1 pass block, +1 pass block finesse, and +2 pass block power. Lord knows he needs it. All right. That takes us to the standings. Let's look at the standings. In the AFC South, the Ravens have already clinched with a 12-2 record. In the South, the Jacksonville Jaguars are tied with the Houston Texans with a 7-7 record. With the 4-game winning streak, the Texans have a 3-game winning streak of their own. And unbelievably, the Jacksonville Jaguars are tied for the division lead in the AFC South. It's hard to believe, but just a month ago, the Jaguars were at 3-7, and news was swirling that Coach Mo was in the hot seat. 4 games later, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are tied for the division lead at 7-7. Is that the most glamorous of records? No, but it shows the heart and determination that this team has under Coach Mo. As you look at the approval ratings, even the fans are starting to buy in more. As the fans go up +5, they're now at a 66, as they can sense that the Jaguars can maybe make the playoffs in the 2nd season under Coach Mo. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a fun ride these last 4 games. Once again, to recap, the last 4 games, we won by 3 points in overtime. We won by 1 point against the Raiders. We won by a touchdown against the Patriots. And we won by 1 point against the Vikings. It's been a crazy thrill ride here in Jacksonville. If you haven't already, please subscribe, smash that like button, and tell a friend to cheer on these cardiac Jaguars. Thanks again, and have a great day.